Hello, this is Francesco from Fattoria di Montemaggio, and today in this new video we're going to understand how to discover the potential of a wine. What do I mean by it? I mean that sometimes we want to figure it out, of course, if a young wine can really be aged. Sometimes, people tend to generalize and they say, of course, a good wine, usually it's an older wine, but not all the wine are really capable of aging, and not really all the wine are really capable of an aging process that will bring out the best out of men. There are also a lot of young wine that are really ready to be drunk in that specific moment, and they cannot, give you their best in a second moment. So it's very important to understand a little bit better how to get if a wine has the right potential for the aging process. So how can we understand this very important aspect? Let's discover it. First of all, we need really to understand one very important thing. You need to understand what is the wine that you're drinking, what kind of grapes they use in the blend, or if it's one pure variety. You need to understand the region, the wine region, the subzone where this wine it was produced, and also you need to understand the producer. So you need to understand if it's a high quality, medium quality, or massive production producer. So that's also a very important parameter to understand if you are, of course, going to taste the wine that will probably give you the feeling that it can really be aged for a longer time. But then, of course, there's very important parameters that you should understand. And of course, these parameters, it will be the end of the wine. So that's really, really, really important. The persistency that you will have in your mouth in terms of the wine that you are going to taste. So let's imagine for 1 second that we can build up a graphic, okay? On this axis, we're going to find, of course, intensity, and on this other axis, on the horizontal axis, we're going to find persistency. Maybe in a young wine, intensity, well, it's not going to be that important. Probably it's a wine that is not that I would say expressive. It's a little bit chaotic. It's a little bit too young and bold and aggressive, and like a teenager, it doesn't really know where he wants to go in terms of his life, let's say. I always like this metaphor. But of course, if you drink it and then you really appreciate a good persistency, well, that's a great sign. It means that your wine can really, really, really be kept for a longer time and can really be aged. Of course, even persistency will be implemented with the aging process, but usually in a young wine that has a really great potential, you got a good persistency, and you got the feeling that you're in front of an enfant prodige. You are in front of a wine that can really be kept for a long time. So I hope, of course, you enjoyed this very small video. I hope it was informative. If you want to know more about the word wine, please just, of course, take a look to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, we are a little bit everywhere in terms of social media. So if you want, you can look for us and hopefully you can learn more about wine. Thank you so much. See you next time. Cheers.